Hello, this is Kara from Lady Kara Tarot. I laid out all the cards and I was going to do one of my, funny, highly dramatic readings. And then I realized that this reading and these cards are too complex for me to do that. I can't keep it up with that. It has to be a different kind of reading because I'm mixing the Visconti-Sforza cards and the Da Vinci Oracle cards with the layout that is on this table mat. So I began with guidance and we'll start there. The guidance is that you need to look inside of yourself and address the obstinacy that you are feeling. Now the flip side of obstinacy is commitment. But whatever it is, you have committed yourself to a certain track, a certain way of moving forward, and it is not serving you well. So this card is telling us today that you really should look at some other options on how you want to proceed. There's guidance. Of course, guidance is very general. That's guidance on just about anything that's in your life. So this isn't really telling us. It is surrounded by a major, the moon, and wands. So this could be passion and maybe unconscious passions. Maybe you are allowing something to lead you somewhere that it shouldn't. Your wealth card, the moon here, is telling you that there are things going on. We all know this. This is general for everyone, isn't it? There are things going on underneath the surface that is affecting our wealth right now. It is not completely within your control. It depends how the time and tides move and how the moon is moving them, shaping those. Right now, things are okay, but there are darker mountains here. Now, of course, in other decks, that's where the lobster would be crawling through. So just be aware that I think, as most of us know, finances are unstable right now. Someone, I think it was Lisa Loves Lenormand, just shared a spread that she did for someone, and that because the person's boss was saying that the last year the economy had been so good that he was giving everyone bonuses. And I'm like, what economy are you talking about? Because it certainly isn't here in the United States. But I won't begrudge anyone a bonus. So next is spirit. And you have a transcendent spirit. Spirituality being very important to you. This is helping you to transcend the daily grind. It's also helping you to achieve an inner perfection, an ideal of how you want to best be in the world and present yourself to the world. And that's allowing you to be very placid. It's allowing you to help retain your calmness. Love, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, of course, is just rushing in. This could go back to this passion here. The Knight of Swords just wants to rush in and make things happen. And that may be good for a little fling, but we all know that's not the best way to go about a romantic endeavor. Right now, this is also saying that a lot of it is in your head. Going back to this, you may be obsessed about someone that you think, oh, this is just the right person for me. But this is telling you that you're not being very realistic about who this person is, or perhaps also not about what that person's intentions really are. And you are intentionally blinding yourself to that. So that's something you're going to need to look out for. Your health, have intelligence and perspicacity and a certain kind of genius. You are doing very well in your health right now. This is saying that you can apply your intelligence to taking care of your health. And perspicacity, usually it's unusual to use that word in terms of your health, because that usually has to do with having a variety of ways to approach things. Interesting. Variety of ways to approach things, obstinacy, and refusal to see other ways to approach things. So they are opposed to each other. And so you might want to apply this that you have in your health realm, that you're willing to look at new things, and take that as a greater guidance for your life. The social aspect, the Three of Cups, you have good friends that are a wonderful support system for you. Even though they're not always seeing things in the same way. But the wonderful thing about that is that that means you have friends that can give you different viewpoints, help you see other viewpoints. If you hear this and say, I don't see what I could be doing wrong, I don't see how I could be doing things differently, your friends can help you find that. Your friends can bring that to you, and they will do it with affection, because they are able to help you. Now, they may move you forward in one direction or another. They may be pushing you in one direction. And so you just need to be aware of that. You don't want to get ahead of yourself, and you don't want to fall behind in the social aspects. But they are going to be a great buffer for you. In your career, we have introspection and some isolation, almost like the Hermit card. In your career, there's work that needs to be done on your own. Now we want to, this is across. Let's look across here at, remember, this is this transcendence, that you kind of reach the zenith of what you want to be spiritually. And I think what this is saying, that you're going to have to really think and work through on your own how you are going to bring this into your career, and so that you can bring your best self to the table in the career. You're going to have to step back and work some things out on your own. And hearth, so at your home, well, that's the 9. That's the 9 of Wands. I was thinking it was the 10 of Wands. Well, the hearth, this certainly speaks to me. The hearth, you're having some difficulties. And this may also reflect on this, the instability of the finances. The hearth is telling you that you're handling about all that you can handle. It really is time to look around and see if there's some help. Accept help. This could be another part of the obstinacy here, is perhaps you've been unwilling to accept help. So you want to look around and see, it could come from your friends, that there is help available to you. Despite of the fact that you have this intelligence, this ability to look around, and this, you're able to handle a lot. And what that usually means is people are going to give you a lot. But you need to look around and find other ways to deal with it, rather than just saying, oh yes, I'll handle something else yet again. You need to be willing to say, no, this is, or I'll do it if you're going to get some help from me. If you're some knowledgeable help that can work with me on this, I'll do it. Accepting help is, I'd say, the order of the day. Accept help when it's offered. Don't think about the reasons why it won't work. You have to really look at the burden that you are carrying and say, yes, I will take that help. You probably may not even be able to see how it helps you in the short run, but you'll feel it in the long run. Because this, I was talking about either falling behind, this could make you fall behind. This, of course, he is trying to push you forward too fast. There's this old saying about when a guy comes on too strong, it's the bum's rush. That's what they used to call it, I think in the 30s and 40s, when a guy's coming on really strong and just so that he can get what he wants and then leave you high and dry. And that he's giving you the bum's rush, and that if he's worthwhile, he's going to get down off that horse, he's going to put his sword in the ground, and he's going to make some room for the realities of life, and even chip in and help you with some of this. And that's something you might be looking for as you're trying to look at different ways to think about things and get your head out of the clouds and stop thinking that there's only one way to do things. Look around and see who's helping you. Who's helping you with these things? These are the people you need to focus on right now. Because of this instability that's going on nationally and internationally, we need to find out where our stability is coming from so that we are buffering ourselves as best we can from the hidden influences that are going on financially. Well, I wasn't able to make that necessarily an amusing reading today, but I'm really glad I took a step back and decided to just read it, because that reading spoke very clearly to me, and I hope it did to you as well and gave you some things to think about. With the Visconti-Sforza, the Pierpont Morgan Visconti-Sforza, and the L'oracle Da Vinci. Have a focused and clear-eyed day. Thank you.